His shit.
It's all good. Yo, what's good, Joe? It's your boy Rome DMV, man. I'm here chilling, man. Just got back. It's
No,
like
you're not.
12:30, man. Just ordered some Chinese. Got that in real quick, you know what I mean?
That shit an hour ago.
It don't
Hey.
feel like it, like you just did that, nigga.
Hey, hit the spot, you know what I mean? We coolin', man. It's you know what I mean, Ryda and Jack, you know what I mean? Fresh off the 2-on-2. So we just gonna jump into the recap real quick. So, the 2-on-2, pretty much at the very start, you know what I mean? Like, it was dope vibes, you know what I mean? The room was packed, by the way. There was more people at this Born Legacy than at Born Legacy 4. Like, Born Legacy 4 was packed pretty much to the end. This shit was packed to the fucking back, like, all the way to the door. Yeah, like, to the back entrance. Like, that's it. Like, Born Legacies might need a bigger venue from now on, but I don't know. But that, like, yeah, we
Jack in the car, yeah.
yeah, we gonna see, but yeah, so let's get on to the 2-on-2. So at the very start of the 2-on-2, the power went out. But how the power went out was the funny thing, like Snake pretty much they did the coin toss. They was about to do the coin toss, you know, they flipped it and then Snake just goes, yo, starts rapping, right? He just like hits the coin or whatever, starts rapping and shit. And then the second he says, I said, yo, boom, all the lights go out, like, and this shit, like, everyone was in the crowd, and it was crazy because like he was like, I said Joe, and the crowd, yeah, and like he's like, yeah, boom, oh, like it's like, oh, like God damn,
It's like every time you spoke.
Hey, that shit was actually, I actually remember vividly when this shit happened. Everybody said, oh.
yeah.
Cause I turned around to the homie Hopper. I was like, son, that shit sound like a bunch of little kids. Like, that shit sounded like a bunch of little kids mad as a bitch. Niggas was like, oh. That shit was funny as fuck. Niggas was like, yeah, oh.
The disappointment came so fast.
Dog,
like,
that shit was funny as fuck. I'll keep it 1,000. That shit was funny. It wasn't funny because we was mad as fuck because it happened, but at the same time, thinking back on it, that shit was funny because that nigga was like, yeah, oh. That shit was fire.
Facts. But yeah, like once the battle finally started, like after like that honestly was like when the lights went out there, it was like what, like a 10-minute break, and then it happened again, right? Yeah, because it happened twice, right? Like it they got it back on, and then it was like, I said Joe, and then everyone was like, yeah, boom, for the second time, and then like. Yeah, because it happened twice, and everybody, for the second time in a row. So then we gotta wait like another 15 minutes, right? And then when the lights cut back on, like a couple people were like, yeah, and then everyone was like, yo, shut up, like you gonna cut the light, like, you gonna make the lights go out again, like if we cheer. That's everybody. I swear to God, everybody in the crowd was like, yo, shh, like be quiet, yo, like. Facts. So everybody was quiet. Then they got started rapping, and they had a dope first round. Dougie had this. He said bacon soda, cause all you see was my arm and hammer. Like that shit was They hate that bar, but that shit was fire.
I don't like it, bro.
That shit was fire.
I've heard a million of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna argue about I just don't like the bar personally. You know what I'm saying? But if the crowd felt it, they felt it. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that fucking bar. That's all it was.
Here's my thing too, man. That's what I want to say, man. Fuck it. Snake, I see your ass crying already about fucking gas, nigga. They love y'all in that
Yo,
fucking
nah.
Cut
But
it
this
out,
is the
bro.
thing though. How are we getting gassed in New York? This y'all backyard. How are we getting gassed in New York? You feel what I'm
My
saying?
y'all crowd, by the way.
Yeah.
You kind of be upset. I tell you how many niggas from New York had us win.
Told us,
before. Yeah, you be upset as fuck. But that got nothing to do with us.
Mm.
But hey, man.
Like Dexter did it, nigga.
All right, but anyway, so
Y'all niggas giving away bars in this recap. Y'all need to
facts,
throw
yo.
this
I
shit
do
away.
spoiler alerts, dog.
You need to throw this shit
I'm
away.
giving. Hey, people said that they want me to give spoiler alerts like I did for Gnome. Hey, I did that on Gnome. I was giving a hella bars for the Gnome recap. I was dropping Batman Butler. I was telling niggas everything about the Gnome recap. So fuck it, like if I remember it, I'm saying that shit. So yeah, so he had that shit, and then they had the Goonies flip. That shit broke the room. That was the one. That was the one bar at the end of their round. Snake and Dougie that like set it off. It was like damn, like that was fucking crazy. Like I ain't gonna give it away, but they flipped the Goonies shit. That was pretty dope. And and yeah, and then Jack and Ryda go, and they come out, and they had to earn the cheers, because you know what I mean. They started with like a few dope lines, and the crowd wasn't fucking with them. Like they really wasn't fucking with them, and so they had to earn it. But once a nigga said. He said some line. He said Vince Carter line, and after that, it was all like earned. So like it was from that point on, like it was good to go, and they that round was crazy. Most people edged Dougie and Snake in the building. I'm gonna say that they probably took it in the building in the first round, but on cam, it's probably like it's probably not gonna be. It's probably not gonna be. It's probably not gonna look like they took the round when it comes out on cam, simply because there was a whole lot of stuff that Jag and Ryder were saying that, like, you only gonna catch on cam, and that's the one thing about Dougie and Snake's style is you gonna catch everything right there. So you know what I mean. So it's not really a lot left for the cam, but like we gonna see. It's gonna be dope. And so yeah, so I give them the first round in the building. Then the second round actually after the first oh no, then the second round goes, they do their second round, and their second round was actually very dry. Like very dry. Like it was like damn, like, and because they stumbled once because like somebody was like brought it back and they said like the wrong line or something, and then like it was just like they regrouped it, but you could tell like they was fumbling through it real quick, and then like the round was pretty dry honestly, and then these niggas go and they just start wilding pretty much the whole time. Like I don't know what the Snake was talking about with gas, but no, like these niggas was actually barring these niggas lives away. Like there was a point where they had to bring it back. Like they couldn't even do a 4-bar setup because they had to they was going crazy for each bar of the 4-bar setup, so they had to bring it back. Like they got the second pretty convincingly, and most people will tell you that second round was a second round body. Like that it was a clear win. No one's gonna say that Snake and Dougie got the second round. You can't do it. It was too like their performance was too flawless with the bars and the haymakers. It was too much for them. And then in the third, Snake and Dougie go, and they have a pretty good round, but it wasn't as good as their first round. And that's the thing. Like with Snake and Dougie, their best round was their first round. Their worst round was their second round, and their second best round was their third round. And with Jack and Ryda, their second round was probably their best round. Their third round was their second best round, and their first round was their worst round. So that's what most people probably say. In the building. You think the third was better?
Nigga,
Every bar.
Yeah, every bar was landing in the third. That's all right. So here's the deal: the last 2 rounds, I'm just gonna make this quick. The last 2 rounds were bodies. Like they weren't close at all. Like Snake and Dougie had a good third round, but it just was nowhere close to what these niggas was doing. Like these niggas couldn't even get through their first 8 bars. Like, and they couldn't even finish their round. Like they still had the shit that left from the 2-minute round that they wrote. Like, and they
third was 2:45, son.
2:45.
That's a third. 2:45.
Yeah, they couldn't even finish it. But yeah, that. So the last 2 rounds weren't close. Yeah, these niggas was wilding. Y'all just gotta wait to see that shit on cam. Then the next battle was Tink and Saga, and a lot of people weren't excited about this battle, but that battle actually did well, and that's actually because of Saga, man. Like Ashley Saga fucking impressed me. This was the best Saga I've ever seen. It was better than the Saga versus fucking Prep, in my opinion. So that was pretty much the best Saga we ever seen. So it was better than that Saga. So I don't know if that's saying a lot, but
Shit.
you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So Saga got that 2-1 possible 3-0. But during the first round, Tink starts going. He's cooking for like 8 bars. Then all of a sudden, you just see Tink run to the back of the crowd, and then but he didn't just throw up. Like he threw up and like fell down there, and like somebody else.
He fell back there?
Yes, like bruh, it was bad. Like that's why like I didn't pull out my phone quick enough because I was sitting there in shock that the shit was actually happening. I was like, yo, I need to record this. Like, and I put on my phone like, but yeah, this nigga just ran all the way back. Like he wanted to make sure that he was at the back of the back. Like he didn't want to be on camera throwing up. So he went all the way to the back and just ran off the stage like like then somebody else fell down there with him because he took somebody down there with him. That's why it was 2 loud crashes because he crashed and then took somebody down there with him, and it was
The demon ain't going alone.
and then somebody on our side, it was 3 people that fell in that one motion. It was Tink, the dude that Tink took with him, and then it was a dude on our side. I don't know why he fell, but he fell too.
That stage be catching bodies.
That stage is no joke. That stage is no joke tonight. But yeah, that was during Tink's first round.
Like I said, the stage
Stage 3-0 first round. But yeah, so Tink, he had a decent first round. His first round was actually fire. That's the crazy part. But he threw up, and so that's like the worst type of choke you can have. So he lost that round. But Saga came out dumping. Saga had like a 6-7 minute first round. Like, and they didn't care. They was letting that nigga cook. And they finally stopped that nigga's time. Like, certain people, they was letting cook. Other people, they was like, time. Like, it wasn't bullshit with some people today. But yeah, they was letting Saga cook in the first. And Saga was just wilding on his heels. That was probably the craziest Saga round. And then we actually saw Gun Bar Saga at the end of the first round. That was dope. We saw Gun Bar Saga. He had 3 gun bars. You know what I mean?
What you mean Gun Bar Saga?
Gun Bar Saga.
Yeah, gun bars.
He had gun bars.
You know how Loso do his shit?
Right, I'm about to say about how he do
Yeah,
it.
he was like,
He-
something about fighting the inner demons, and then if I did have gun bars, I'm doing better than you type shit.
Facts. He said if I did have gun bars, I'd do them better than you. And then he said,
Do you understand that every Christian does that shit? Every Christian rapper finds a way to flip it to where they can use gun bars, bro.
yeah. Like he said AK in your mouth. Blah, da, 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 da. But the thing was that I noticed about his gun bars is he never shot anybody. He just used the gun. But he never shot a nigga. He just held the gun.
Nah, I don't want to say the bar, but he...
Say it, nigga.
The nun shit.
What'd he say?
In the nun C8, like the nun C8 shit that
Oh,
he had.
yeah.
Yeah, he shot that motherfucker.
And
Eight.
enunciate. Yeah.
So yeah, bro, like...
Oh yeah, he did shoot him. Damn.
It's all good, though. It's all good for what it's worth.
Well,
I shot some niggas tonight too.
Hey, well, Gun Bar Saga was in full effect. Caught a 2-1 possible 3-0, depending on how the second round. Tink's second round was actually fucking dope. Like that nigga was talking that
Tink
demon shit.
retarded, huh? Tink third was dope, but
Saga's third was just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it was honestly, bro, it was set up that way. Like that could have been a very, very dope battle. Like if Saga was doing what he did, but if Tink would have used what he had in the third, like all 3 rounds, if he would have really broke down the religion and all this shit about Christianity and all this shit, and when the demon, you got a whole bunch of demon shit he could have used. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been a super crazy battle. You know what I'm saying?
that shit was hitting.
He didn't go in that bag. And I even told Tink, I was like, dog, that shit you was doing in your third, my nigga.
You
Do
was
that
on
shit.
Facts. You was on the right track there. That shit was fire.
Because he wasn't taking too long to get to the point or none of that shit. He was just getting that shit off.
Facts. That's definitely a fact. Saga was talking that God shit though. And he was talking the God shit better than Tink was talking the demon shit. That was in my opinion what won the battle, that ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Saga was just talking that God shit way better. Like
facts. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta. That's what I'm saying. I think he raps better than Tink. You know what I'm saying? As far as flow, as far as delivery, like you know what I'm saying. That's another thing that helps him with that too. And then you know what you talking about and all of that type of shit. Like I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like I don't watch enough demonic shit and godly stuff. Like you know what I'm saying, to know how to play both sides of that. And Tink could have went a different bag tonight, especially against a nigga like Saga. You know what I'm saying?
that's definitely a fact.
I don't want to sound like no hater, but Tink gotta also come looking like he want to rap.
Are you talking about how you dressed and shit?
He look like he just showed up to show up.
A lot of niggas ain't got that though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't be coming to battles fresh and niggas don't be, you know what I'm saying?
You right. I'm moving on. I had something I was gonna say, but it ain't for the camera. Moving on.
Well, next battle was it?
Was that JC and Trez?
Yeah, next battle was JC and Trez. You know what I mean? And goddamn.
That was a hell of a return. That was battle of the night.
It was clearly battle of the night. Like, no debating. Like, this shit is gonna be battle of the year up until there's another battle that is this fucking good. Because all 3 rounds from all 3 of these was fucking...
All 3? Who the third nigga?
Yeah, like what the
From
fuck?
both of these niggas.
What, Smack? Smack had some bars and shit?
Smack was spitting bars.
Hey.
Nigga Smack was killing it in that JC and Trez battle.
Nah, he was cooking on red, my nigga.
Nigga came out like, hold it down, son, hold it down. With the noodle arms.
He was cooking on red, bro.
Nah, but all 3 rounds all 3 rounds was just dummy. Like they. Okay, so Trez goes first. He has a pretty good first round. You know what I mean? He has a pretty good first round. Probably as good as his best round versus Mike P. We'll say that. And then JC goes, and JC has the start of his round was okay. It was a little bit like, okay, it's a JC return, so they give him a little bit more love. But after like the fourth one, it was all like, good lord, this nigga dumping. So the first round, I pretty clearly gave to JC. Like I pretty clearly gave to JC. Like I even told Trez right after the round, I was like, hey, JC got that round. Like I told him straight up. Like on stage, I was like, hey, JC got the round. He was like, okay. Like he was like, okay. Like he just accepted it. It was like, okay, well, let's do this. Like, but then Trez comes out in his second. Trez was wilding in his second. Now listen, this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like the best Trez was either versus Craig Lamar back on Spit That Heat, or maybe I don't know, probably Craig Lamar. And this second round was, in my opinion, the best Chef Trez round, in my opinion. Damn near like that I've ever seen. Like that shit was ridiculous from start to finish. He didn't have one dry spot whatsoever. Like whatsoever. And so I really fuck with Trez second round. Like he had
3 of them things.
He had 3 of them things in his second round. You know, he started off, had a rebuttal, you know, he had 3 of them things. And the funny thing was the crowd forced him to do it. He was only gonna do 1 rebuttal. And then they was like he did 1 and it was dope. Like it was fire. And then they was like, that's 1. We need 2. What's the 3 of them things? We need 3 of them things. And then he was like, that. And the crowd was sitting here like telling him to do 3 of them things for like 30 seconds. Like he was like, damn, like y'all really want me to do it? All right, fuck it. Then he did 3 of them things. You know what I mean? That shit was dope. And that's why I think Trez's second round was so fucking disgusting. And then JC goes, and this nigga just has, like, you think like, damn, there's no way JC could beat this Trez round. And then JC goes, and he's just fucking dumping the exact same fucking way. Just every single line is hitting. I'm just sitting here like, yo, this is battle of the fucking century. Like, these niggas is wilding right now. Like, it was certain shit that it was, oh my God. I ain't even gonna ruin it, because that was like, that was the one bar that stuck with me. I ain't gonna even ruin that one. But yeah, that nigga JC was dumping in his second round. And so that second round was honestly a fucking toss up. Like, you could get that round to Trez, you could get it around to JC. I personally get that shit to Trez. I love like those rebuttals plus the fucking. He had this one part where he had to bring that shit back like 4 times because the crowd was like go crazy to each part because it was so fucking disgusting. Like, so I gave Trez the second round, and then the third round. Third round was the exact same way. Trez came out, boom, spitting that real talk shit. He said, "Oh man, I ain't even gonna ruin it." But he said, "I ain't gonna ruin it." He said,
Shut up.
See, that's the spoiler alert. If you wanna do it. This nigga Trez is spitting that real. Listen, Trez is real talk.
Don't
Trez, I ain't gonna say Trez, but all I'm gonna say is Trez's real talk bars are on another level. When Trez is spitting that real shit to you, it's something serious. When he said that shit to this nigga and made Chess leave the room, when he said the fucking the fucking it felt like I was getting shot. Like when Trez said it, that like damn. All them shits to be hitting home, and like he had a few of them, and they was just hitting crazy. And so Trez's third was fucking amazing, and then JC goes and he just has another incredible fucking round. Like, it's like, yo, why has this nigga not been on Smack for this time? Like, that nigga looked ready for a fucking Summer Madness stage. Like, am I lying right now? Am I lying right now saying that nigga look like he can fucking rock a Summer Madness stage like right the fuck now? That nigga JC.
He was wilding.
That nigga was fucking dumping like the entire fucking battle. Like, every line, the entire battle from this nigga was disgusting. Like, you know, that shit was definitely battle of the night. That shit was definitely battle of the night. A lot of people edge JC the first and third. That's pretty much how I saw it too. I edged JC the first and third, gave Trez the second. But honestly, that shit could go either way when that shit drop on cam, just because like it's on cam, so you never know. Like, I don't know that, but that's easily battle of the night so far, battle of the year. That shit was fucking incredible. And then after that, it wasn't Having No Red. What was right before that? QP and Twerk. So Twerk wins the coin toss. QP goes first. The coin toss was a big deal in this battle. Everybody knew that. So QP, he goes first. You know what I don't like about you, dog. Blah, blah, blah. You know, gets all the reaction. And he had a pretty good round. You know what I mean? He had his first round was pretty solid. You know what I mean? It was a solid first round. It was a dope round. But it started to die off toward the end of his first round, but the first half of his first round was definitely dope, like definitely hella dope. And then Twerk goes, and from start to finish, Twerk was just dumping in his first round, and it from start to finish. He said, that nigga said, what that nigga say about SpongeBob? He said, he started the battle. The first thing the nigga said, he said, SpongeBob, you thought that blowing up in the glove was gonna take you to the top. Like, damn. That nigga, like, he was just flipping QP's name crazy, all that shit, and it was crazy. And a lot of people, well, everyone that I asked had Twerk 3-0. Like, people you could be cool and say QP got the first, but like, why would you do that when he didn't? So I don't know. But like QP said himself, you know what I mean? He said right after the battle, yo, this nigga was cooking the entire fucking night. And he knows that. And Twerk didn't choke. He didn't stumble. He didn't jersey, nothing. He got through 3 complete rounds. And when Twerk gets through 3 complete rounds, people now see it's pretty fucking scary. And it's gonna be something to deal with from now on.
And he finally did the fucking bounce. The bounce we've been telling him to do since he been here. But it's a good thing that he didn't do it because tonight was the night he was supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was perfect. Everything lined up perfect for all of us tonight, for real.
Facts. That's definitely a fact.
Just call me Loaded Jack. I love it.
Murder Ryda.
Murder Ryda and Loaded Jack
I love it.
taking over New York. But yeah, so pretty much twerk 3-0, but it wasn't a bad showing from QP. And in QP's second round though, he got like through like 8 bars and then choked for like 30 seconds. But the crowd was pretty cool about it. They didn't boo. Like they was just like, oh, like damn, like oh, da 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 da. Then once he got it back, like everybody shut up and let him keep rapping. So he got it back and actually finished his round. He had a dope round, but he choked. So Twerk got the second, and then in the third, QP just didn't have like a ton of dope bars. He actually had a section where he spit like 8 back-to-back Jerry West bars.
Huh?
Facts. I pay attention to that shit now, dog. QP. He had like 8 Jerry West bars back-to-back, taking 2 random things and making a bar out of it. He did that shit like... yeah, he did that shit in his third, like at the end of his third, like 8 times. Like, not 8, but probably like 4 times. Like, and I'm trained to listen for that shit now. Like, niggas take 2 random things, make a bar out of it. Nigga, I know what you did, nigga. Like, unless it's dumb fire, like, nah. Like, nah. It's got to be dumb fire if you do it now. But, yeah. So, I got Twerk 3-0. Pretty much everybody else had Twerk 3-0. But that's gonna be a dope battle when it comes out on Cam. And then the last battle, Av and O-Red. Av and O-Red was an interesting battle. All right, so O-Red won the coin toss. Av goes first. We all know, I guess it was the expectations of Av are like so high that when he came and he was punching and he had a dope first round, it's like, damn, Av's back. Like, it's Av again. He's here. Like, niggas going crazy. It's fucking insane. And then O-Red goes, he has a dope round. The first round's debatable. Some people got O-Red taking the first. Some people got Av taking the first. And then the second round, Av's doing the same thing. Punching. And so it wasn't as effective as the first, but it was still effective, but it just wasn't as effective. And then O-Red goes, and he has a really dope round, and most people gave O-Red the second. But then again, O-Red, at the end of his first and second and third rounds, there was time issues because O-Red, he said on stage, he said, you guys told us there was no time limit, so I can rap as long as I want. Y'all are calling time on me. Why are you calling time on me? And Av sitting here saying, nah, they told us 3 minutes with 3:30 leniency. That's what we agreed to or whatever it was. So, and so O-Red came in here with like 5-minute rounds, and Av came in here with 3:30-minute rounds. And O-Red wanted to finish all of his bars, but he couldn't every single round. Like, he didn't get to finish his stuff because he got time called on him every single round. So the second round, I probably get to O-Red because they let O-Red actually rap a little bit longer in the second. And then the third, I don't know. It's like when Av did the same thing as he did in his first and second. So like it had even less effectiveness on there. It just didn't move the crowd as much as his first or second round. So pretty much Av's rounds went from his best being his first to his second to his third. So and then O-Red goes, he has another. I feel like all 3 of O-Red's rounds were pretty similar, honestly. Like he was pretty consistent during the whole battle with like what he was doing. And so Red probably got the last 2 rounds, and then the first round's pretty debatable. So some people gave Red the first, some people gave Av the first. So I guess you see it as a 2-1, possible 3-0 depending on the first round. But I guess it's just like with the situation. I don't know. I feel like when Av's doing his punches, I don't know if it's that it's not not all of them are relatable or what it is, but they start to die off toward the end of the battle, and I don't know what it is, but you got to figure out how to not let that happen, because what happened, he can't have the performance he had tonight versus Suge on Gnome. He can't go in there do that. Nah, he can't do that. He's gotta really lock in. But yeah, that was the last battle of the night. So I say battle of the night goes to JC and Trez. Performance of the night, I say goes to JC. Well, I mean performance. I mean, what do you call perform? I mean, I get honestly, you guys probably had performance of the night, and JC had rounds of the night, I guess. Like all three of his rounds combined were like the best rounds of the night, however you want to call it. So I guess JC had the best like overall material. Yeah, but JC had material of the night. Let me say that. And then yeah, what other awards can I get out? Bar of the night. Who had bar of the night? That's a good ass question,
bro.
What was bar of the night?
We had some shit.
Yo, it was JC's fucking.
Had some shit.
That fucking.
Trez had some shit. Everybody had some shit, bro. There was a lot of fucking.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah.
This is the best Born Legacy I've been to.
Yeah.
To me, the best shit I've been to. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bar of the night though. I don't know. Fucking. The Saga little rebuttal freestyle game was stupid, yo. Like
Facts. Saga rebuttaling, like the Saga can freestyle. Like
yeah, he was on that level with that shit tonight.
Facts.
Shit, son, I can't say what. Everybody had something that was crazy. Like Snake, the one-eyed Willie shit was stupid.
Facts.
We just had a lot of shit. So I'm trying to think of something from the second or either the third. Jack's segment was dope.
Yeah.
And then what I did right after that, the second, like, our performance was crazy in the second. Like, man, you just gotta see it. Then you got fucking Av stand over Red and bop. Like, man.
Oh my God, Av's first round. Yeah. Like, yeah.
I ain't gonna say too much more, but man, son, like, yo.
That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Yeah, that shit. Then you got
the JC benefit.
Yeah, the benefit bar.
That JC's benefit bar.
Yeah.
That was. That shit was.
Who was it? Who else? Who else on the card?
Dexter did it.
I nigga keep saying that shit, son. I gotta see it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you in the battle, you're not really thinking about that shit.
Hey, if y'all have not seen the show Dexter, go watch like one episode.
Every episode.
Facts. Every episode.
Yeah.
But yeah,